Let's go ahead and see how we can do a 180-degree rotation in goformative, knowing that it's difficult to use patty paper and we don't have a protractor or a ruler to use in goformative. So first we're going to go up here where we select our color and we're going to make sure that we fill in that multi-touch drawing. I like my shapes filled as well, but it's not required. We know that a 180-degree rotation, a line is also 180 degrees. So we can start by drawing a line. So our line to the origin, we can see that it crosses about 2 diagonals. So when we extend beyond the origin, again, we want to extend about 2 diagonals. So we know that our new point for point A will be about here. Remember, if you need to move something, you can click on, it looks like a broken picture frame, and then click on that shape. And I always tend to do too many, so, and then you can move it. So when you're ready to do your next point, again, if you have trouble selecting your old drawing, I did pretty well that time. So I'm going to start at point B. Again, I need to go through the origin. And if I'm looking at point B, I can see that, there we go, it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6, going through 6 squares. So I've got to really make sure that I'm going through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 squares to get to my new point. And then I can put my new point in. There's my circle. And then I can move my circle over. I have a tendency to forget to hit the select tool, and so I draw multiple shapes, which is why mine always looks a little weird. Or you can see the little extra things that I'm drawing. So anyway, my point's not perfect. It probably would be better if I just drew it. Now I'm going to go ahead and delete that and show you it's just as easy to go ahead and start drawing a new line than trying to fuss with moving an old one. So I can start at point C. I'm going through my origin, and again, I kind of want to count about how many squares or diagonals that I go through. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7. So I can already see my point's not exactly through the origin. So I need to kind of move that line. And then I'm counting as I go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it's not an exact science to do it this way, but once you create the shape, you know that with rotations, the size of the image is preserved, so we preserve congruence. So when we do draw our lines, if our shape is larger or smaller, then we've made a mistake somewhere. But I'm going to go ahead and draw my lines. And I have my new image. And since this is my image, or my pre-image and my image, we want to make sure that we label the vertices. So this will be A prime, and we've got C prime, and we've got B prime. And let me back that up. This reminds us that when we do rotations, while the orientation is not preserved, the vertices are preserved. We still go in the same order for going now from A to C to B, A to C to B. And there you have it.